Okay, we just had the market make a nice big rally after a beautiful long setup this morning out of the open. We had a pullback and then nice lift, and it was right after we completed a level sweep. There was that key level. So the market, had a big sell-off on Friday, bounced on Monday. It's been trying to hang on, but it looks like by design they pulled it back, cleaned out this level, did a level sweep, right away came in as buyers and just beautiful momentum, nice, some higher pivot lows to get into the trade if you didn't get in at the rotation. The low was hoping they could get back up and clean out this key level. This has been the high price level of this current range from Monday, Tuesday. And we now had the level sweep and then the probe higher. So I'm working in some liquidity. I always pay attention to how far does price go beyond the level. So I kind of know data on that. And then I like to see a few pushes. So we had one push, second push, then a third nice big push, and then we got a triangle. So I threw in some liquidity here. I'm doing this on a new 300K account. They had a sale, so I bought another one. And I'm working another day trader's account. I have the iGrid alerts indicator on. So you can see we push, 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 all in aqua. Fast bands are outside of the main bands, but and we've just had rotation now. We've had the hook on both the upper and lower fast bands that are outside of the main bands. So this is an area where I feel comfortable taking a shot at what I would call a mean reversion trade in the face of some pretty high momentum. So now if the market presses a bit higher or presses higher, I wouldn't add any liquidity because I'm doing a dynamic trade. I'm working liquidity in and out. The market, with any press higher, I wouldn't enter any liquidity until I either see a triangle form or I see any sort of, if we have the alerts go aqua and then back to Dodger blue, then I could work in liquidity there. And this is a aggressive trade because I'm not sitting here yet entering on waiting for a cross of the fast bands through the main bands. That would be a more of a, you definitely would know that momentum is dissipating with that kind of action. Okay, we'll watch this here a bit. I'm going to go ahead and put a target for now down at the mid-band area, and it just happens to be right about or right at the area where we broke above. So I kind of like that. So I'm going to put on, let's put on 8 lots, and we'll do a buy right down here. We'll just leave a buy down there for 8, and then we'll do another one. Should have 15 on, so let me do another one for 7. Let's go 5, 6, 7. Let's do another one down here, way down here. Oops, by the, there we go. I'll put this right here. Let me go in and modify this at the 5s, 55 evens, and we'll call that good. So that covers us. So as the mid band moves up, as we get more candle closes, if we don't get any significant push higher, we just kind of hang around here a bit and then rotate lower. I'll follow that mid band up with the 8, and then I'll leave 7 on. So on a 300K account, I like to get 1,000 to 1,100 a day, and that would be it for a daily goal. I just trade daily goal approach when I'm live. When I'm trading a brand new account, I'll get really aggressive and try to get it done as fast as I can sometimes. So I might be throwing in, 5, cycling liquidity in anywhere between 5 and 10 MNQs per entry. Just cycling, cycling, cycling until I don't get what I want. And I just say, okay, I'll wait for a new setup and bail, or I get what I want and we get some rotation lower. Okay, let's bring this back to a 1. And if I get another triangle, I'll throw in another little bit of liquidity here. Okay, we'll stand by and see what we get. Okay, we just got a push, a little bit higher push. Got another triangle. So we're starting to get, we're getting mean reversion candles. The distance between the mean reversion candles is getting lower so far. I threw in only 3 more MNQs. I've set a target for 4 here. Take off 4. If I see it come press this pivot, hang out here, I'll blip those 4 out. I changed the 8 here to a 7, added 1 here, so I have 4. So that way I'll be 7 by 7 for any remainders after this target gets hit. And I'm going to, yeah, 48. Actually, I'll bump this to the 40. I'm going to take this down to the 47s, just in case we get a hard rotation lower. Okay, now this, we have the main band a bit higher. So I'll go up just a little bit there. I'll go to the 15s and call that good. And basically, I'm just standing by, see if we get another push, another triangle. Or if we come down, hit this first target, then I'll just kind of be watching where's the mid band and where's this entry, and I'll kind of keep that close. We do have the other side of the bands there. I've brought that profit target up a bit, and I'll keep managing that, not like every single bar close, but every couple bars I'll see where it's at and leave it. Now I am cognizant that I would like to get to, I kind of look at everything. If the trade really starts pushing my direction, sometimes I'll hold off on some of the stuff, see if I can get my 1,000 to 1,100 on just the first trade. And I really, really like the setup because we pushed that level and we probed above a prior range. I'm all about levels when I'm going to go in and play some size. When I'm doing all the little tiddlywinks trading in the day when the market's between key levels, I play much lighter position size. And I'm usually doing more trend following, trying to find ways to get into a trend than doing mean reversion. I typically hit mean reversion when the market's at or beyond. Either we're doing a levels test or a levels sweep. Then I'll get in and work it because I'm used to the behavior of the market around key levels and I know what to look for. So yeah, any challenge of this pivot down here, and if we stall out, I'll take off these 4 so I'm at least booking some profit. We're a little bit negative on the trade, but remember on a 300K account, you got a lot to work with. So I'm not playing any sort of position size and the range of price movement that at all is going to put my account in jeopardy in any way. And this is an eval. This is another eval that I just bought on a 70% off deal. I'll probably buy 1 more and then that'll be it. I don't need any more accounts because you can only trade so many with day traders live, that are funded. And like TPT, you could have 10 accounts. They'll only let you trade 5. And the other 5 are like reserve troops in waiting in case you need them. And that's not a bad idea. Have some reserves with the prop firms that let you have reserves. Okay, all my focus now is on what happens if price challenges this pivot. Does it push through, get my order filled? Does it stall and hang around? I'm not going to give it a lot of time because the trade's doing what I want. I do have an M pattern that's formed now. So we have an M pattern after a level sweep, after a nice range extension higher. So kind of textbook operation right here. Okay, that all looks good. And we'll blip that out. And basically I wanted to get at least pivot area pricing or better. If it just pushes through and fills me, that's fine. Gets there and stalls. I'm key. Now here's the mid band. So I do need to march this up a bit to mid band. And I'm going to leave this right here. I'm not going to raise this any higher. I'll go to the 25s because I'm right near one of the little pullback pivots, and I'm close enough to the mid band. And I'm looking at the distance from where that pricing is and my entry. And that's, it's a decent amount if I'm going to go for getting, actually, I could bring this up a little bit more, get that filled, and then in any little push lower, get to my 1,000, 1,100 and just be done for the day. But it's pretty bullish since the pullback low. So I'm going to keep an eye on this and just we'll stand by and see what we get here. Okay, I did a little quick math in my head, just determining if price is here, where am I going to be at on P&L for the daily profit objective. Didn't make sense to be 7 by 7. I should actually take off more here and have less run, because once this hits, if price trades this level, hits this target, I'm not going to have that much farther to go to get to my daily profit objective on the day. So I actually could go 10 by 4 for the 14 positions. I'll go 9 by 5. And if we push through here, clean that out, get a nice probe lower. And just the way that the setup is, this is one of my favorite type of setups. A rally through a key level with some range extension, a certain amount of distance and price range extension. We have gotten the cross signal now, so that's kind of confirming, at least not that we're guaranteed to go down, but that the fast bands that were spending time outside of the main bands are now coming back in the bands, and that's evidence of momentum dissipation. So that's all these tools are. They're just helping you. Okay, we're really close. We're already 988. So I'm going to actually just start blipping one lots out. Actually, I just took a 4 lot out. So let's put one back on. Let's sell it here. We'll leave 2 on. And basically, we're going to go for over 1,000. And once we're over 1,000, we're over daily goal for the day. And then I can be done. So let's put this down here about the 37s, and we'll call it good. So that's the cross. So somebody's that's trading a longer type distance, structural type trading. For this particular time frame, I'm on the 37 Renko. That would be, you're not getting in to get 10 or 12 points. You're getting in to get a move to the other side of the bands and possibly then some. So that's a different approach. What I'm doing here is I'm working a market that's just done a level sweep with a probe into prior range, and the amount of distance of price movement from the level sweep level, how far the fast band, the upper side, is away from the main band, 40 points or more for this particular time frame. There's all kinds of metrics that I kind of know in my mind where I can get in and pounce on price and have about a 90, 88 to 91% probability that I can get out of the trade clean. Like it keeps pushing. I keep cycling. I'm just like, okay, this thing's just going to keep running. I'm out at break even plus, or I'm going to get my trade. So usually about a third of the time, I got to work it a bit and then I get my daily goal. Once in a while, I'll just keep pushing and I'm just like, okay, this is all bullish. Institutionals are pumping and they're going to go to even the next level. So I'm out of here. But most of the time, when kind of this combination of metrics are met, I can get some sort of pullback where I can get to my daily goal. And we have traded over the 300,001 level, so I could have blipped out right there. But since I'm only in two lots, actually this needs to be a 2. Since I'm only in 2 lots as runner, I'll just leave it on and work it accordingly. And that was a pretty bullish run from a pullback out of the open to a level sweep. They turned around and bought it. They gave some higher pivot lows to be able to get into the trade before crossing the mid-band. So that was a good area to be a buyer. And they've run it all the way up to the level and then some. And now we've gotten a dissipation of momentum. Not that we can't go back up, retest the high, maybe probe higher before we rotate again. Or we're going to get a lower pivot high, come back down, likely break this pivot, and at some point at least come back and test this level before maybe any whole new leg upward. So that's what I do. I like working mean reversion trades at key levels. I just think that makes all the difference in the world. I'm not sitting here doing mean reversion all day long. When I see level sweeps, then I'll get in and pounce on mean reversion trades. So there you have it. If you have any questions, info@gridalgo.com. This is the Quant Tower platform, and great talking to you today.